Hey, yo, we got Aquamarine, How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother. I am tired. Are You My Mother parody t-shirts on Teespring right now. Some of you did not like the version of the little square that looks like a book in the middle of the t-shirt. So now we have two versions. You can get that version, but you can also get this version that is transparent and we have different colors and it comes with men's and women's t-shirts. So get that on Teespring. It's available till May 28th and the art was done by Kitsune Zakuro. Very talented. Go subscribe to her channel. Leave the link in the description below and we'll leave the links to the two t-shirts below. So go check out the things. That's it. Okay, thanks, bye. What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I wanted to talk about the possibility of Blue and Yellow Diamond fusing and going up against White Diamond as Green Diamond in a Diamond Civil War. Now, I know that sounds like a crazy Pacific Rim Steven Universe crossover fan fiction, but there's actually a fair amount of evidence within the writing to suggest this. In fact, I have some footage right here. Alright guys, that's enough. Now the Green Diamond theory is nothing new. This is something that I mentioned a little while back, but I'm going to give you the scoop really quick for those who are not familiar and for those who need a refresher. Obviously, the Green Diamond theory is one that suggests that Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond will at some point fuse, and yes, Green Diamonds are a thing. The reason I've been led to believe this could happen is yet again another piece of foreshadowing, as this show loves to do. But this foreshadowing, at least to me, almost has to be intentional. When Peridot is watching Camp Pining Hearts, we see two characters talking to each other, Paulette and Percy. Something very noticeable about them is that Paulette has a blue diamond symbol on her hat, and Percy has a yellow diamond symbol on his hat and sleeve. They then go to kiss, and Peridot asks if they are attempting fusion. And we can notice the emphasis on the green flag behind them, and what seems to be a bottle of maple syrup for some reason with the same symbol. Unlike some other potential cases of foreshadowing that I've mentioned that are left ambiguous as to whether or not it's a coincidence, I don't think that this is unintentional. Whether or not we'll see Green Diamond during this arc remains to be seen, but I do think it's going to happen eventually. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. So many have been speculating that White Diamond could be finally showing up during Wanted, and I wholeheartedly agree, considering we've gone through 5 seasons now without even a mention of her by name. That's pretty crazy. And when you factor in the fact that both Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond both show up full force in the promo, there must be something that they're not showing us. I think that much is obvious. White Diamond has been painted as the main leader of Homeworld through all the hints about her we've been given through the series, even so much so as to be a superior to Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond. Among the fandom, she's been seen as the biggest of bads in the series. And while I do think she will be the most powerful gem in terms of hierarchy, I actually think she may be less of a threat compared to Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond, and I don't mean by physical strength, I mean her moral alignment is likely less threatening. Sure, she's the leader of an intergalactic empire, but I think she may be a more lawful evil than a neutral or chaotic evil, as she's been perceived to be. I believe that she will be much more rational, level-headed, and down to Homeworld than her counterparts. Yes, I just said that. Let's move on. She may even be pretty honorable. Still pretty evil, but with a layer of honor, just ever so peppered with a moral code. Kind of like how Cell took the time to craft the tournament arena and would just post it up in one spot, waiting for the Z-Fighters to challenge him to determine if he would destroy the world or not, even though he could have just easily done it whenever he wanted. That, my friend, is good sportsmanship. Or how Cottonmouth in Luke Cage stated that even in the work of gangs and crimes, there's supposed to be rules to it all. White Diamond not actually being the ruthless antagonist we thought she would be actually perfectly aligns with how the show has let the audience get to know plenty of characters before. Grey could have easily been the deadbeat dad type, but it turns out he's actually a really great father. We thought Peridot was a terrifying threat, but it turns out that she's more insecure than that and more like this. We thought Jasper was nothing but a violence-loving brute, but it turns out she has her own emotional baggage and grief of Pink Diamond. Aquamarine is introduced as a lost little girl. Yeah, no, bam, psychopath. Topaz as a silent stoic warrior. Nope. We thought Navy was a pure, innocent cinnamon roll, but she's actually a maniacal sociopath. At the start of the series, we even thought that Pearl was a motherly and sweet gem, but it turns out she's always been salty. So it stands to reason that White Diamond is being built up to be the end-all be-all of antagonists, completely heartless and ready to destroy and conquer, but I feel like that's not exactly how she'll be. We've already seen that both Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond can be like that. Yellow Diamond bottling up all her feelings and ready to lash out in spite, as she did with Peridot in regards to the cluster. She probably only wants to destroy the Earth out of spite, essentially for being the reason that Rose shattered Pink Diamond, hence why Peridot was so shocked to find that her favorite, most quote-unquote objective gem would behave in such an illogical manner, and we've seen that Blue Diamond is just pretty much this all the time.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
This definitely humanized them, but it didn't necessarily make them look good, considering the way that they treat other gems and any other living being that is below them anyway. So here we are with Steven and Lars on Homeworld, and Steven presumably is going to trial for the crimes that Rose Quartz committed, specifically shattering Pink Diamond. Undoubtedly, all the diamonds will be there, since this is kind of a big deal, if not the biggest of deals. Knowing Steven, he will likely try to get Lars to be free, and play along with the whole he's Rose Quartz thing, as he believes that's for the greater good, and he needs to make that sacrifice. But if White Diamond is the gem of all gems, and is as rational as I believe she will be, it stands to reason that she may be very wise and actually might not believe that Steven is truly Rose Quartz right away. There could be some suspicion there, and obviously she would be right. Meanwhile, Yellow Diamond and especially Blue Diamond will eat it right up because they simply want to carry out their revenge against Rose, and while I'm sure White Diamond is just as hurt about Pink Diamond as they are, if she's the more logical of the three, she'll likely will have accepted Pink Diamond's fate by now and moved on. After all, it's been thousands of years. The only reason Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond seem to still hold a grudge is because Yellow Diamond pushes all of her emotions deep down, and Blue Diamond seems to be hypersensitive and almost seems to indulge in the pain, which is a thing that happens. Sometimes people get addicted to suffering because it can be simpler than trying to move on. Blue Diamond doesn't want to move on. She's afraid that if she moves on, that'll be truly accepting that Pink Diamond is not coming back. That's why she went to Earth. That's why she wants more humans for the zoo, and that's why she refuses to do anything with the Rose Quartz gems that are bubbled. White Diamond, on the other hand, assuming she's over her grieving and willing to look at things with a keen and objective eye, may have a hard time believing Rose Quartz took such a strange form such as this. I mean, you gotta admit, you would be pretty confused if this was the terrifying rebel that murdered your sister.
It's kazoo racers! You get in a car, you play a kazoo? What more could you want?
But what would finally tip her off? What would make her go, no way, that's Rose, that can't be Rose? Well, what if Steven and Lars' fusion is the key to all this? As many of you know, it's been going around a lot that Steven and Lars would fuse during this arc into a fusion that is named, naturally, Daryl. So what if they fused in front of the court? This would immediately have a lot of big consequences, but it would prove that Steven couldn't possibly be Rose Quartz because he was able to fuse with a human. When would this happen, you ask? Well, what about the potential leak from a few months back? This could be spoiler territory if it's real, so you've been warned. Now, most have assumed that the person Steven is holding is Lars, and I think that's pretty apparent. Well, what if Lars was sentenced to death? Give me a second. Give me a second. What if he was sentenced to death and Yellow Diamond or whoever gave him a zap, attempting to kill him, but narrowly avoids death? Whether it's some sort of miracle, or Steven is able to heal him with his spit, or maybe he finally develops the healing tears and heals him that way. Lars is lying there passed out when he suddenly opens his eyes. Steven naturally hugs him, rejoiced that he's okay, and they fuse, much like Steven and Amethyst did after they hugged and they had a really deep bonding moment. This moment would be huge. The courtroom would be in an uproar. Remember the reaction from the answer when just two different gems fused? Imagine a half gem and a human. Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond would probably be absolutely disgusted. Blue Diamond was ready to kill Ruby just for fusing with Sapphire, and they may even be offended that such a disgusting act would take place in their presence of their leader, and in what will almost definitely be a very important court. White Diamond, being the level-headed gem she is presumably, may be intrigued, not outraged. This is unprecedented, and she'll surely want answers for such a revolutionary event. Not only that, but she'll realize that this person isn't even the person that should be on trial. This is not how they should be spending their time with this new being. But Blue Diamond, already being furious with who they believe to be Rose Quartz, she will be livid. She already stated that she wants to do worse to Steven than what quote-unquote Rose could even think of, and she's clouded by hatred. She really doesn't want this trial to go any further, and she's seen enough. She wants Steven to suffer. She wants him to suffer now. Admittedly, Yellow Diamond might be a bit hesitant, but if we look at what's the use of feeling blue, the entire song Yellow Diamond was lecturing Blue Diamond on how she needs to let go of her feelings, but at the end she ended up giving in to her emotions herself. and clearly Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond have a very close sisterly relationship, and it's likely that Yellow Diamond will end up backing Blue Diamond up, especially if we go back to this scene.
Cooler boy, Paulette. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Doesn't that mean anything to you? Doesn't Pink Diamond's death mean anything to you? Blue Diamond may be able to bring Yellow Diamond to her side using a similar type of guilt, especially considering how close they seem to be. White Diamond wouldn't want Blue Diamond or Yellow Diamond to lose their cool and would begin scolding them, being the older sister type of the group. It's also possible that there could be years of built-up resentment between Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond towards White Diamond, not only for getting past Pink Diamond's death so quickly, but because she's always been their superior and to a diamond that might cut a bit deeper than a more common gem. But that's entirely speculation. Regardless, at this point things could get heated. Blue Diamond is in a very heightened state of emotion, as we saw in the Wanted promo, and wants Rose Quartz, Steven, to suffer. She probably wants him to be tortured beyond belief before he dies from the pure agony. That's how pissed she is. But White Diamond is not having any of that, boy. Not today. Not in this house. They're not thinking clearly. They're being completely irrational. Here they have a descendant of Rose Quartz, leader of the rebellion, who has somehow miraculously taken on the human form and is able to fuse with a human. This person is obviously very important and unique. White Diamond orders them to stand down lest they lose their cool and attack Steven and Lars, but Blue Diamond, and by extension Yellow Diamond, is fed up with White Diamond's half measures. Hell, we don't even know if White Diamond was aware that they plan to retrieve humans for the zoo. Blue Diamond said herself that she shouldn't really be on Earth, so for all we know, Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond could have been doing things behind White Diamond's back for some time now. Perhaps they think she's too controlling with them and overly lenient when it comes to the rest of the gems. I think all of this combined could lead to a growth in tension between White Diamond and Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond, and we could eventually see Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond fuse into Green Diamond in order to even stand a chance against White Diamond and cause a massive uprising, a gem civil war for how Homeworld should be run. Now, this is a pipe dream, but if tensions really started to get high, it would be absolutely incredible, an absolutely amazing twist if Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond turned on White Diamond right there during the trial and fused in the Green Diamond for an over-the-top giant woman fight. Again, for the record, I don't think this particular scenario is likely, but a guy can dream. Have Lars and Steven sneak out and find a ship somehow. Just imagine Green Diamond giving White Diamond the business. White Diamond goes down. Green Diamond sees that Steven and Lars are escaping and charges after them, and then, nice little sprinkle of dramatic irony, White Diamond stops them from doing anything, freeing Lars and Steven. This would be absolutely insane, but I'm not expecting something that outlandish to happen in Wanted. But who knows, maybe we'll get something similar in the future. But if Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond were to begin a new quote-unquote Green Diamond authority, how would that affect things? Perhaps Homeworld becomes even more ruthless under its new rule. Perhaps we see White Diamond painted as a more compassionate person following the fallout. Either way, I do think there is some serious potential of a rift between the Diamonds. It would make for a perplexing villain dynamic, not only amongst themselves, but how they interact with Steven and the Crystal Gems. And for the record, I'm not going to sit here and say I think White Diamond will be redeemed. Can't really speak on that until I see what she's all about, but I do think at the very least she's less screwed up than her sisters, and this could theoretically lead to a major divide that could change the tides of the entire series. And a lot of people have been speculating that the Diamonds aren't necessarily the end-all be-all, and that we could see Steven Universe run until season 6, 7, or maybe even beyond. Maybe a new leader of Homeworld and a second uprising of sorts would be just the thing the show needs to sustain itself for a longer period. And of course, there's always Sneeble. But that's just about it, guys. What do you think of this theory? Do you think there could be some tension between Yellow Diamond, Blue Diamond, and White Diamond? Do you think Green Diamond could be a thing? Will this change the scope of the series? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. I'm not expecting anyone to believe the giant woman fight. That's a 0.1 chance of happening, but I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think of this overall theme of there being a civil war between the Diamonds. Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you are new here, be sure to subscribe. For more Steven Universe stuff, we have lots of stuff to cover regarding the new Wanted hour-long special, and hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when we post these things. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams, you've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.